Well, folks, that's one of the things about doing live streams is that life interrupts it, and I certainly had an interruption. And so I will continue where I left off, but I did have to break the stream. Wait a minute. Creates a stream that lines voxel, but it doesn't. It's like, so what I have to do is find the, I guess, when I do it, just makes that. It's a, I'm not sure how useful that is. Because it looks like it sits down there perfectly flat, but then it's going to make basically that cube. Let me see if I can rotate this thing around. I can rotate like that. Why would you do that? Let me see. Let's see something here. Yeah, so let's see here. If this is 45, it doesn't. I think this would have extremely limited value unless I just don't know what I'm doing. So I'm going to assume I don't know what I'm doing. Partly. Okay, so where were we at? We were messing around here. We were going to. We're going to make something work. And it was activated with. Activated with a battery sensor, so let's try. And then I'm going to flatten it myself. Because when you land with your lander, it generates a platform base. This dark gray area, and that is as flat as you're going to get and as level as it's going to get. So you can use that as your standard for pulling out a very level base. So let's see here. Let's grab one of these huge tables. Use it for experiments here. Okay. We'll look at power. So I'm going to set this over here, and then I'm going to it's just a atmospheric condenser always goes. Sounds like it's got all kinds of. Listen, that's already running. Well, that's not indicative of test because it's already running. So it's not need power. There we go. It does need power. Oh, I need to set it on a different platform. Let's make it smaller. So our atmospheric condenser's here. And I'm going to put this here. So it's saying it's only going to work when there's power. Now this has, it's not going to be connected to power. So let's see what happens. Definitely nitrogen here, so no, nothing. And so it's acting like there's no power. So if I take this and I put it here, So, as I expected, in creative mode, you can't test that because it seems like it's just going to run anyway. Let me test that theory. So I get one of these smelting furnace. They're supposed to only run if there's something to smelt. So we'll get some or compound. I can't smelt, can I? That's right. I can smelt carbon. Wow, it's messing with my map. Good enough. So, if I took some of these guys and set them up, actually cut them out. Start going. Good. Okay, so I've got it on. This is a good test. So it's not going to go unless I haven't hooked up power. So if I put this on here, it should start going. But turn it off. So if I put this on here, it should start going. Activates targeted items based on changes in battery charge. So, I'm going to look at that later. I'm going to place that. This one's activates target items based on charges in the power. That does the same thing somehow. Waiting to gain power. I like these little connectors though. It's cool. Storage sensor activates target based on the rate of storage. Activates targeted items. So let's see if I put this here and I ran a cable to this. I ran power to this. Turn off and on with that. So my question is how far can this be pulled? Because that's not very far. That's as far as I can. I mean, I can already reach there and turn it on. And that's pretty much as far as this goes. So then what purpose does this have again? Because I'm going to just go ahead and think none so far. You can just see the things that people have been asking for on the Steam channel for this game. Instead, they've been putting out all this stuff for themselves. So I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure that when people pay for a game, they're the ones paying people's paychecks, not themselves. But it is a great game, and they've done a great job, but I feel like they've really lost their scope based on choosing a little storage. So this is our storage, and this is our odd little extractor. Seems we'd have to have power to it. Maybe that's what these modules are for, is to add power where there's not a power source. Let's see if this works. That's pretty far. Okay, set that there. Oh, so it's asking if it's charged or empty, so that's not what I was expecting it to do. That makes more sense. Power gained or lost. Interesting. So we're going to do this. We're going to put that up there, toss this somewhere. That's interesting. Some of them have their little footies. So like this sensor here and this sensor here, to look at them, they're nearly the same thing. This one you set on the ground, it's that way. It's like a plinth. This one you set on the ground, it's some little legs and stuff. I like the ones that make legs because they can be, you can hook them to things, and even if you're not using them, you can use it to send power to different things. You kind of don't need to have extenders ever. Extenders take so much resources to make, and you can easily make, out of your backpack, you can easily make just like a little, one of the many wind turbines or solar power things, or any number of very simple items. Let's see, I'll show you. So like a small generator is a good example because it's really cheap. You can get this compound everywhere, and it's useful, so it generates electricity, and you can use it to just as an extender, like this is being an extender. So you could literally just say, okay, I want to extend power to something. Closer to it. Turn a little bit. Focus it weird that way. And then extend power to whatever. And the extenders don't do anything better, and they are also extremely difficult to use. So I don't use them anymore. And again, I don't know why people do. So let's see what this thing does. I'm going to put power to it here. Plug it in. And I gotta see what it does. Okay, so what I'm thinking it does is like, I'm thinking if I want to get compound, I put that there. Maybe I have to have it near an actual set of stuff. Which begs the question, is, since it's kind of mounts, there's no way to stick it on, like, say, a car to take it places. Surely they tested this stuff really well, right? Thought about its usefulness. This is a couple cars. Shall I? I'm only going to live stream here for a few minutes, so I'll break these up, and if you guys are watching and want to see more, that way we can be kind of symbiotic. Put some RTGs on these dudes because they're just so fantastic great. Because I like to have these little cars, these buggies. It makes everything transportable, so you have your own little lab and everything, everywhere you go. So I'm going to... I forgot I'm in creative mode. I can just make everything. In creative mode, I'm God. There we go. Overseas. Okay, I'm going to end the session for a few minutes, and I'll be back in a few minutes.